First off, I'm not approving of you recording me. So let's just make that clear right now. I'm going to say it again for your recording. I am not okay with you recording me. So I'm going to ask you once, can you turn off your recording?
What about this workplace retaliation
First off,
stuff?
You cannot walk out there and yell in front of associates scaring people. You cannot do that.
I shouldn't.
So if you're frustrated, hold on, let me finish. If you're frustrated, I understand that.
I should take 1,000 hits from these dudes and lose my job, and then I have to fight it after the fact.
Okay, so let's bring it down.
That's what you're saying, because he's just giving me. He just retaliated. I have him recorded retaliating.
Take a couple of deep breaths.
He literally said, "Well, I'm going to give you disciplinary action." He wasn't going to give me it originally, right?
Take a couple of deep breaths, and then I want to listen to you. But first, I want you to calm down. Okay? Just
enough retaliation. I'm not going to be quiet.
I'm not asking
you guys
you
do
to
it
be
however
quiet.
you want in this county.
I'm asking you to calm down.
This is the third or fourth day I've had to start even raising my voice, and it's only because I've been putting advice unreasonably. You guys say, "All right, well, this is what we're going to put in your ear, and if you say anything else about it, we're just going to."
So how about you explain to me what just happened? That caused you to walk out there in front of other associates, scaring people, yelling.
Him
okay.
and her.
Okay.
She's being cool and leave me alone and letting him kind of try to manage me a little bit.
So what happened?
He pulled me in here and gave me a write-up.
What was the write-up for?
For not completing tasks.
Okay.
He always has that one in his back
pocket. Do you know
pocket.
about the open door policy? So open door
I've already filed a big report on them. I didn't want to have to do another one, and they gave me a write-up since, and I almost did
Are you listening
write another one. I have to type out. I shouldn't. The thing, I shouldn't have to type out a big long thing to ethics every single time they want to do this.
Okay. Do you know what the open door policy is? No. Yeah. No. Okay.
You can distinguish it from what I'm saying. I might be a little confused.
Open door policy is, let's just say my boss coached me, right? The open door policy is, I don't think this is fair. I don't agree with it. I'm going to go and have an open door with that person's boss, which his boss is her. And I'm going to explain to her, I feel like this is not accurate. This is why, yada, yada, yada. And then she will investigate. So there's no need for you to go out there yelling.
We only started fighting to begin with because she got involved when she didn't need to. Ever since then, she's been like, I don't want to even deal with me. Put him on the daytime. She doesn't want to deal with me because I reacted differently. She didn't really get me or something. I don't know. I don't see why we would even have ever had an issue.
You cannot react like that. Like I just said, if you didn't agree with what he did, fine.
They would beat me over the head before I started talking it back. There's been a few bullshit meetings before I started talking back.
Okay, so if you didn't agree with the coaching, cool.
He knows his BS too. Like I said, he's getting bonked over the head, and he comes over and bonks me over the head, and I talk back.
I would like to have an open door about the coaching that I received.
And Manny, he says I moved to, like...
Calm down. No one's attacking you.
I should have never... Alright, yeah, there's a puddle on the ground. Yeah, I missed my lunch. Those are the only two things that have happened.
So
everything else has been literally retaliation from them.
Okay.
And it's at this point where now I'm having to do the lawyer thing on a third job now.
Why?
I don't want to have to do the lawyer thing. I want to record every single conversation. I want to have to type these big long things up. I don't want to have to go and read up on the laws again. I don't want to have to do all that. Just because they think they can get away with whatever they want and managerial positions in a county like this. Where it's more conservative than I'm used to.
Okay. Is it time for you to go home now?
Yeah, he pulled me away from finishing my tasks to coming in and telling me I didn't finish my tasks.
Okay.
I was literally... I'm saying, I want to talk to Sandy. I want you guys to actually look at the footage and be like,
that's fine.
He's saying I'm unproductive. Whereas it's the exact opposite.
Okay.
They're spreading lies about me and I'm getting upset about it.
Okay. So
you're going to walk around telling me every single day I'm a bad worker and on top... Start off the day by telling me I move too slow.
Do you work tomorrow?
No, luckily I'm off for 4 days.
You're off for 4 days. When you come back, you get with Sandy and say, hey, I would like to open door this write-up. It's called the open door policy. You would like to open door it. You don't think it's fair, and you express to her how you feel. But you cannot conduct yourself the way you just did. You cannot do that. You could literally be held accountable for how you just reacted, slamming doors and yelling. This is not, we're not friends, we're not outside, we're not at a bar or something. We are at work. You cannot act like that.
Where's the crescendo stop? Where's the bar at? Where is
I just told you.
Because there are people yelling across the store and I don't like raising my voice.
No, but you were raising your voice in a negative manner. Okay?
Yeah, but retaliating against retaliation, that shouldn't even exist.
Listen,
workplace harassment I shouldn't even be experiencing.
That's not the proper.
And on top of that, it's been enough of it now where I'm starting to get an emotional response. And I'm telling them I'm 3.5 years hormones. I've dealt with stuff. I've been homeless for the last year.
Okay.
I hear more than what other people hear off the streets. I hear all kinds of disgusting. My brain, I've dealt with stuff. All right. And on top of that, being transgender, especially like you don't know literally You're in between two sexes. You're literally in a war people don't even see. Okay? And it takes a toll. So I'm over here managing myself how I know how to. Mm-hmm. I know me better than anybody. That's why I was telling her last time. If you think I'm not exerting, if it looks like I'm lazy or whatever, it's literally because I'm the only one of me in the store, as far as I know. As far as I know, in this city, I've only maybe seen one other person on hormones. Okay? So I'm like a walking example. Even the Planned Parenthood, they keep an eye on me out here. Like I had to fight like an actual political war out here just to exist and to keep my stuff going. It's in me, like religiously. So when it comes to being told, I'm like, the work is tangled up with that. It's all tangled up together.
Listen, let me talk.
So I'm coming in here like, I have expectations, especially from a corporation like Walmart. Really high expectations. You know, I'm putting the same expectations as like Amazon.
They hired you, right? Or you had to do an interview and then you got hired.
Yeah. And
okay, so let's stop saying
with them, they like me.
The right thing to do is say, hey, Steve, how do I do better? Not to blast out of here.
But like I'm being told I'm doing worse and I'm not doing worse.
Listen, you're not fired. We all have been coached before. It doesn't mean that my boss doesn't like me. It means that there's something I need to work on. So I'm not going to blow up.
Yeah, but I've been telling him over and over again that his expectations and his metric are off. And he's using them as a tool of power against me.
That's not true.
Yes, he's in a position of power, and he can always, at the end of the day, find a piece of dust on the wall over in the corner of the store where I couldn't even get to.
Our boss does the same thing to us.
Yeah, I know, but you guys aren't getting write-ups from it. Like this.
How often does he have to tell you?
They're stacking them on me. It's like every week, every other day I have to come in here for another meeting.
Ask him how you can do better.
I'm kicking ass by his standards. Kicking ass by his standards. I'm kicking ass. I've been kicking ass. Everybody in the store knows it. All the people that come in, the customers see it. I'm a good worker. I'm not going to be told that I'm a bad worker.
Work on your outbursts. I think that's.
But why would that happen?
You can't.
Last time it happened, it was because I had like 3 meetings in a row that I shouldn't have had.
So what were all the other 3 meetings for?
Same kind of stuff. They just at the end of the day pull me in here when I'm like about to leave after working my ass off. Okay. Doing my best to prioritize things how I need to in order to make sure that the instructions are still interpretable and I can still get everything done. But I know not everything can get done, and I need to, it's so much more to it. At the end of the day, just be told I can't, my brain ain't working. That's that. I'm just a kid. But it's like, dude, I'm probably their age, so I don't know what they're talking about. I'm their professional level. But I shouldn't have to be deprofessionalized to work in this role. And they're telling me my role is all detail work and it's harder. I'm like, oh, cool, expectations. But then those expectations just come with, like, they aren't even recognized if I meet them. He's not out there seeing how I'm accurately, minute by minute, doing the job. You just at the end of the day say, like, there's something I couldn't get done. They told me when they moved me in position that I probably wouldn't be able to do everything every day. It's going to be the same thing. There's going to be things I can't get done. So why the hell am I getting a point for it?
Maybe you need...
Especially when he admitted, I had it recorded, that, okay, this is how it's going to go then, because I was talking back. What is that? That's retaliation.
Well,
you guys have all these, you have a long code for all this stuff. I just shouldn't have to get into it with everybody. I shouldn't have to get into it. On top of HR, when I started, she was already hard. I couldn't even talk to her. She was interrupting me literally during orientation, get mad at me because I was talking. She thought I was interrupting her, and I'm like, no, I'm just part of the conversation. It's the same thing to me. There's a culture around the store, and I don't like it, and it's not breaking. It needs to break because it's not up to Walmart standards. So if I get put in a vice and I'm told literally things I'm telling you at the end of the day, I'm just saying, they just say, oh, you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. You can get out of here. It's disrespectful. So yeah, I popped before on the way out before.
Yeah,
Security already had to talk. They talked to me for like 30 minutes, and they're like, "Yeah, this is you just deal with it." But why should I have to be a lawyer just to have a basic? It's like a $5 pay cut from my last job, and they want to deprofessionalize me. I never get points or write-ups. This is all. It's a gaslighting procedure. It's like
as adults, we have to be okay with getting a write-up, and then you hold on, let me talk, and then you follow the proper protocol. The proper protocol is the open door, okay? So, you're off for the next 4 days. I think that's amazing, because you have time to just relax and not even have to deal with work. But going forward, having outbursts like that, you cannot do. There's policies in place for
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Okay.
from what I was just telling you about my personal experience, literally dealing with rape culture in this county as a trans woman, being the only trans woman around, having been completely estranged by all my family, having no friends out here,
I understand.
dealing with that. Nobody knows. You guys don't. You don't know what that's like.
So I'm sorry that you're going through that, right?
Yeah.
I just want you to follow the proper protocol, and the proper protocol is not to yell.
That's what I'm saying.
We
That's
all
what I'm
have-
saying about the not yelling
Yeah.
thing. All right. My capability of handling pressure. If this is a normal person's, mine's up here. It's like up there with. That's what I'm saying. It's up there with Steve's with his military training or whatever. You don't know.
You have to
I
bring it
have
down.
really.
This is
Yeah,
the
but they're
workplace.
playing with it. You put me in a vice and see where it's at. You can torture it out of anybody. They got me that loud
So you're
by
not.
consistently poking at me. There's a case on my side too. Isn't just, oh, bam, he reacted, done. No. I'm reacting to retaliation. It's a different kind of thing. It's not, oh, this is a verbal outburst. It's a reactive verbal outburst. What was he reacting to? Managerial harassment. Or at least I've had him to build a case for it, because I had 3 or 4 highly unnecessary meetings now to get me to work harder, just because people don't know that I'm already working hard, because because they're confused just looking at me.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm not going to work that, like I was telling her, I don't know where it's at, but I literally got like 10% the testosterone of any of the other dudes out on the store. Okay, my body doesn't work the same. I'm actually going to start tearing and getting hurt. My body doesn't even, I don't have the same drive I had 5-10 years ago. I was way different in my 20s.
Understandable.
So like everything with just the psychological stuff, like you can get anybody in the store outbursting. If you want to put them in the office and gaslight them, poke and tell them that they're not listening.
Well, I wasn't in here, so I don't know what happened. I only brought you in here because you were scaring associates when you walked out, slammed the door, and kept yelling. So that's why I brought you back in here, to see if I could get you to calm down, which it appears that you've calmed down. And to let you know that just because you get a coaching doesn't mean that that's the end of it. There's an open door policy. That's why I brought you in here, okay?
I wanted to very specifically deal with each of those, the list of them that I have now. Because now they're just trying to work on my job. Like I said, I've been living in my car.
I asked you not to record me. Are you still?
I'm not using it in a court of law, but I am recording this stuff.
But when I walked in, I told you that I'm letting you know.
I'm not going to use it in court against you.
I'm not worried
or
about
anybody.
you. You can't use it in court because I didn't give you approval to. So now that you're calm, if you would like to go,
You're allowed to record anything you want. That's
only if I'm okay with it.
I just can't use it in court against you when carrying the weight.
I haven't done anything.
But-
I'm not worried about it.
When people are talking about my livelihood, my safety, and my security, especially after what I've dealt with, I'm going to record it. And
I
I'm
haven't
going to go
done
as
any of
high
that.
up as I need to in this corporation to deal with and start getting it out, because I wanted nothing but peace. I came in here like
What
great
have I
attitude
done
about
to you?
everybody in the store. You've been cool. I don't have anything against Steve or Chantel either.
Mhm.
I like everybody in the store. I don't have an issue with anybody. I literally don't have time to waste on that. But my job, especially after I literally just, like, I'm having to sell stuff out of my store just to pay for my store so I don't lose everything, you know? That was been my existence, you know? You know, my car, it's completely, like, it shouldn't even be running. You know, I've been literally, like, miraculously even got to the point of being able to get money coming back into my life again. But to start dealing with personalities, it's not gonna be how they expect it to be, because I'm not yielding. And if I'm gonna keep getting points,
If we're
gonna see where it
wrapping up on the
goes.
sales sword, and we can go ahead and
But
jump into back room,
last
please.
meetings, I'm saying, where's Sandy? Where's Sandy? You
Hey, I'm
know?
dumping the
Sandy gets
machine,
things
rinsing
off,
it
just
out,
like
and
I
plugging
won't
it in.
escalate. Like, I ain't escalating the thing.
Here, I'll
on my
tag out
lunch
with you. I'll take
because
care of
I
that,
missed
so you don't
my
gotta get on
lunch.
the floor.
Nothing, so rinse it out and just fill
I've
it.
never even
What
missed.
happened?
I remember when they brought that policy in. I remember when they started implementing it in companies back when I was working at PetSmart, way back in whatever. And I haven't literally always taken my lunches. That was like a total fluke one. So I'm like, please give me that point. I wear that point with pride. How the hell did I miss my lunch? The one with the puddle, I get it. She caught me on it. You know, I was standing a little too far from a puddle. It was a big puddle, and Steve told me to get crazy with the doodle bug and just get the ground all wet, and you just clean it up with a mop afterwards. And I was doing it on all sides of the bunker. It was too much water to control. I got a point for that. I'm like, you know what? I ain't fighting that. That makes perfect sense. And now literally I'll stand over each of my puddles, drying them by hand with a rag and all that. You know, I'm not playing around with that. So those 2 points I get, but these other two,
Wait, I'm sorry, what points are you getting?
Steve just gave me a point for not.
So I didn't know he was coaching you until right before he brought you in. I don't know. I let him run his team the way he needs to run his team because he know the expectations from Sandy, right? So the first conversation that we had with you was compliance with the puddle. That's a coaching, it's not a point. So that's a yellow. So I guess he coached you today, which is an orange for productivity. Points is when you call out. And then he gave you a feedback because you had a meal and break exception. Those we can't let go of. Everybody gets those.
Yeah.
If you don't fix it, like.
I preach about that one. I was telling my friend about that one. I was like, you're gonna get one of those. You need to go careful, and they pushed it and they got one. You know, it's like I really actually care about that one because it's silly. Like people don't take it serious, and they get a point, and it's just don't watch it. So like I get that one. I totally get those. I just this stuff about productivity and like how it's being measured and how I'm actually being observed. Like I'm literally being as sophisticated as I can to manage the priorities so that I can still get as much of what he wants me to get done. But like literally, I shouldn't even have to be describing it this well, but I'm doing that. And if it's attitude or something.
I think you should take your 4 days off, and then, like I said, the open door policy would be her. So once you're way more calm and not feeling attacked, because I'm listening to you as you're speaking, then you can come in on your 5th day if Chantel's here or Manny's here and just say, hey, I would like to open door my write-up that I got yesterday. And then when you're calm, explain to them exactly why you feel like it's unfair for you to get that coaching. Okay?
I understand why. I mean,
Right, but
isn't that catching? Like, I mean, I ask any if you guys see me in the store, right? Working.
yeah.
Am I working? You guys see me working, right?
I'm not level 4 Christian.
But when you see me, I'm working.
Well, you
When
work
you see me, I'm working.
Okay, but like I said, you didn't give her the opportunity.
I said
Yes,
it's a
you
gray
got the-
area and I can work as slow
Hold
as I
on,
want. Be
hold
whatever.
on.
Because
Hold
I'm
on.
lazy. I don't use my muscles anymore.
Christian,
No.
this is where he's being disrespectful. She's trying to talk.
I know.
Come back the next day you're scheduled to work and ask, well, you can tell her now, hey, I would like to open doors, and she'll be like, okay. Or when you come back, it might be her, it might be Manny, and just let them know, I don't think my coaching is fair. I would like to open door. That's like you saying, hey, that's like her coming to me saying, hey, I don't think this was fair. They wrote me up for this, that, and the third. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me investigate it and let's see if what you're saying is true. And then if so, we'll go about what comes next after that. But as far as you blowing up, I think you should go ahead and go home. Do you feel like you can walk
They weren't
outside and not
listening,
yell?
though. They're telling me I wasn't listening when they're not listening. So it got loud. And Steve's shaking too until he's just like, oh, I'm in the right because I'm not getting loud. But he just wants to start it all.
Yeah, but you scared me when you walked out that door. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, and that's like that wasn't the first time I've had to walk out like that. And security,
It's
I
not
ended up.
it's
You
not
can
okay.
talk to. What's your name?
It's unacceptable, honestly.
What's your name? Andrea.
Andrea,
Yeah, no, we had like a long conversation because she was like, I just need somebody to talk to. It should probably all be going to you, but I'm like, you already have enough to deal with HR. And
do you feel a little better though now?
yeah, as
Yeah,
I said,
good.
putting advice and like,
Good.
and Kyle was chill. Like,
Okay.
there are managers like that I know are also seeing me that I know that they just know that Steve's just stressed out. But this stuff about, like, he should be getting. This is what I think. He should be literally visiting me more often where I'm working and actually getting involved in the process.
But that's what I explained to you. I said, do you get with Steve and say, hey, how can I do better? I explained that to you earlier. I said, blowing up wasn't the answer. The answer was, well, Steve, what can I do better? How do I, what is a better routine? You're giving me the
Copy,
notes,
thank you,
I
Doc.
go this way, that way. Which way should I be
I
going?
have notes from his boss and him. You care about that detail. He cares about. Well, I mean, it's a little bit confusing. You guys, but between you guys, it's just detail through the roof, and also like speed through the roof. I need to move like that. I need to somehow make those two things work, and it's like they're both way through. Like, and I get that, and that's why I'm like, all right, cool, I don't mind that. And I know you guys already deal with that kind of stuff, being higher up, you just deal with more unreasonable timelines and things like, what do you say, like,
No, you said it right.
yeah, things like that. You just deal with it being more like, oh, well, this just has to get done, you know, just, as opposed to like, oh, somebody else can do that. I'm just working, I'm just, you know, job security, whatever. So I already think like that.
Just
My
go
last
back
job
and see
was
if I
always
gotta
detail
sweep up
updating,
these
so
balls that
I'm
were
just
occupied up
finding
the
new ways of getting more work done with the time I'm given to the farm. I'm literally, all my team's getting laid off because there's no work. You know, that's how I work. And it's the same way out there. I actually take pride in what I'm doing out there. That's why it gets personal when I'm back here. Because he's going to come in here and tell me I'm not listening, I'm not getting it, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I'm actually getting personal with the tasks he's giving me, and not, like, unreasonably. Like I was just saying, I can go out there and count all the end caps I did today, but each one of them was a unique situation.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, they didn't get dirty since last time. Some of them, they got way dirtier since last time. Some of them, some of them literally was like maybe 2 pieces of dust on it, and nobody even visited that end cap. Some of them, it was like there are things that I had to hit that I couldn't even hit since the previous times when we had to work on them. So it's like a work in progress in the certain ones. And I'm literally like giving this details back to him. I'm like out there on the ground surveying, like giving him the personality of each one of these end caps. And he's gonna tell me I'm like lollygagging out there. Like I'm in, like it's just not like the language itself. It's just
Engine's
there's no.
occupied, I can't get
we're
in
not
there right
talking
now.
on the same, we're not having the same conversation.
Don't sweat it.
When I'm around him, but I get it because he's usually bouncing around the store. He's like stalking and he's dealing with doing the whole team, and he's got the machines giving him stress, and et cetera, and he's getting doors. He's doing like a lot. I don't want him to have even bother me. So I'm like to just flip and be like, oh, I'm giving you a point because you can do that. It's like he's just totally going cold on me at the end of the day, and it's like, why I'm over here grinding so you can manage it. You got your whole team you're doing stuff with, and you don't even have to manage me because I'm over here doing all this. But when I have feedback on how it went, and like I could tell him like what I didn't see him all day. Maybe a couple times he walked by. He wasn't involved in all that. He just gave me a point. He just like was like, oh, you but like I can literally go into detail on each one of those end caps and walk around the store and show you guys everything I did, and also have a very strong case that was a lot of work done in one day. And it's been like that every single day, where I've actually been trying to give Walmart as much bang for its buck, as little as I'm getting paid, out of pride for my work and professionalism.
Okay.
So I'm standing on professionalism, making things get personal. And like, I don't go home and play video games. I literally go out and sit in my car, bouncing parking lots, dealing with security guards.
Well, it sounds like you really need your job. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I pulled you in before things escalated.
Yeah, each one of those points hurts really bad right now. It's not just a job. I can't just go home to a family member's place and, you know,
Understandable.
my car should have gone out on me.
But
I'd
it
have been
hasn't.
stranded.
But it hasn't.
It almost did here. I've had to break down a lot here twice. I would have to be, you know, sleeping over in the freaking bushes with it. I don't have to do that.
We don't want that to happen.
And like, all my money right now is going to debt. I'm trying to get a collection account off my thing. I got my credit, like 700 something.
Okay, Christian, so,
And that, so I'm throwing all my money into just trying to get rid of
Christian,
this
don't
debt.
cry. Don't cry,
I don't
okay?
need that.
All right, tissue.
This is not good for you. Here you go.
So Christian, we're gonna make this the open door, okay? And then I will get with Steve to see why he coached you, and we will investigate it. But that's why I gave you the option if you want to go to days, because I made it clear to you. Remember I told you it's very hard.
I know.
The detail is very detailed.
I like hard work though. I
Yeah.
don't like an easy job that makes me depressed. A job that doesn't change. So I actually like that it's very personal, detailed work. And I'm like, I'm just, as I'm doing it, I'm hoping to hear back from you or Sandy, whoever's actually coming along and being like, whoa, this end cap looks good, because that's all I'm hearing from other team members. They're saying like, wow, these look really good. The end caps look great, you know, or like, I'll show them off or whatever, but like,
So let me ask you this, do you want more recognition? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like this gap with, I don't know, it's like, well, it kind of, I'm like, I know how to self-manage, but I'm given the responsibility to self-manage, but at the same time, I'm like, it's like all, it's all been only 2 seconds. Seconds been actually discussed about it because I'm not the manager and paid 50. Last but I think everything is going. Honestly, I don't mind extra weight being dropped on him, and then him having to drop it somewhere else. Because that whole team, everybody's having to manage. There's so much to do in the sport. I don't mind that extra stress being passed on to me too, and I'm actually trying to handle as much of it as I can, so he doesn't have to bother me, so that he can manage the court and teamwork. So I'm not going to deal with the teamwork as much because I'm usually stuck somewhere or moving along. But I mean, like today, the whole conversation's got derailed. Like he said, I didn't finish what did I not finish? And he said the stack bases. We can like have a full blown conversation about that, but he just says you don't listen. And it's like, how much detail is
Okay, Bill, Swift, I'm
there's
in the back
actually a lot of
room.
stuff to do, and
I'm
all
already
that's
back here, it's almost done.
never.
Sorry, I had to get a pill. I got pulled over. It was pretty bad over
The
here.
logic itself is
Okay.
pretty, I don't know. I
Over
think
the restroom real quick.
Copy.
You want to turn
They
it
know
Back
what they're
line,
doing.
'cause I couldn't get in there, there was guys in there.
on?
they know what they're
Real
doing.
quick.
They keep me sane because Steve, he's sharp, but
Steve is very strict because the expectations are high.
he has certain things he does. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't mean to interrupt you.
What is he doing?
It's the attitude of like his attitude is already that I'm not working fast enough.
Mhm.
Which if I'm already working fast, then it's just right off the bat like it's just dishonest. It's just but it's hard to describe because literally just every day he starts with the same thing like the attitude where they're gonna raise his eyebrows and say, I'm giving you 1.5 times as much time as it was take for me to do it. You know, it's like that. It's just he's the expert on everything. So I was to be the expert on nothing. But like as far as I know, he's kind of like I don't know. I don't want to talk about age or anything like that. But like it's not like he's like 10 years older than me and he's like a professional and I'm just a kid or something.
So let me ask a question. What you're saying is you don't like the way Steve addresses you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He starts every day with there's already this precedent that I'm already unproductive, or that I'm like that I don't have experience, or that it's just like the attitude going in. It's just like, oh, let's just assume,
Mhm.
but then that assumption is still in the air
Okay.
when I'm constantly proving myself.
What
And then-